I knew you were
Welcome
gonna do
back.
it, man.
Welcome. Welcome there, gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Good Lies Golf. How we doing, Brendan? How we doing, Ant?
Hey, we back, man. It's heating up out there.
Yeah, you gotta give a moment of silence for the pick last week.
Yeah, Anthony actually lost his home. He's now homeless. This is actually,
Yeah.
his
It's a rental.
great aunt's house, and she's letting him stay there. So,
Hey, man.
We were just a few off.
gotta
We finished
rip.
13. I mean, we were right there.
you're right there.
You could taste it, and it was just why me.
Yep, mine got the end. Emiliano screwed me on mine. So sorry, Emiliano, you didn't help me out last week.
But not all of us had bad luck or bad picks.
Hey, Brendan with a little
Wow.
map time.
Wow, what are the odds? I had people messaging me like, "How?" And I was like, "I don't even know what to say." So thank God Sherman hit record before we had that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, dude.
call. What a play.
I'm not the only one, man. I can't say I'm the only one that called him because, obviously there's a bunch of other guys out there that talk golf leading up to these things, and now they have the ammunition to throw clips out there. Smiley
Ooh.
Kaufman.
Wow.
Smiley Kaufman
Wow.
called him too, man. He did a little
Yeah.
interview with him before that tournament, and
Kudos.
him too.
Kudos.
I
Yeah.
like him, man. I like him as an analyst, a guy that narrates golf. He and Kevin Kisner at the Phoenix Open, I thought was
Hey.
like a match made in heaven, man.
Kiz is in this week.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm talking about them.
Yeah.
Commentating, yeah.
commentating.
Yeah.
I thought they were a great pairing, man.
Yeah. Good
He's gonna be
personality.
good after
yeah.
he's like out of golf. Kiz, he'll be long on the Golf Channel. I think he'll be.
He's perfect for it. He's such a personality.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love that guy.
It was a good weekend of golf. It was fun, and watching a young guy win, it's proving everything we're talking about. Like me and Brendan have been saying for the past like year, ever since Live splintered, we've been saying that new guys are coming in the field. They're opening
Off
up. The
that
younger
Corn
guys are
Ferry
winning.
tour, lighten them
Corn
up.
Ferry guys are
Yeah.
lighting it up. It's just
Lighten
what's
them
happening
up.
now that there's less in the field. And people are talking. What about like Talor Gooch coming out this week saying about Rory, like, oh, it'll never count because blah blah blah. Like, first of all, Talor Gooch, chill. Like, you're really good. Like, you're a lot better than
Yeah.
me. You always will be. But like, you're not on Rory's level. So I don't know about all that yet. He could be. I don't know if he never joined Live, maybe if he kept like playing PGA all the time, but he
Yeah.
might win majors. Talor Gooch, don't take that
sleep.
away from me. He might win a bunch of majors. I could be totally like off on that, but for right now, I don't know if he can talk that shit yet. Like, I think he
Not
has to
yet. Yeah, you
just
got to
wait
earn
a
that
little
respect.
bit, earn the respect a little bit. But I get it. He's pissed. The league's been coming after him. He's had this salty taste in his mouth the whole time. Like, I get it. I'd be pissed too, just throwing shit at people and like whatever. Who cares?
Plus, everybody hates Rory for some reason or not. I don't know why. He gets hate from all over the place, man.
He's
Well, he
like,
got screwed.
he's
He
like
just-
Superman.
like, everybody hates
everybody
Rory,
hates
man.
Superman. He's like the least fun superhero. Like no one,
Yeah.
like everybody hates
Oh.
Superman. Like
He just
everybody
gets
likes
so
Batman.
much
Everybody-
hate.
I don't know.
He goes out there, performs, and then it's like, and people still hate. I'm like, I don't get it. I mean, I think he's a great player, but people let the hate override the actual player and what the numbers are putting up. He's a great golfer.
He
Yeah.
got put in an awful position, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was like the
I mean, like,
scapegoat
he
of that
would go
whole
and
thing.
he talked his shit, backing his league, up front, and said what was on his mind at that time, and now things are cool, cooling off. He's flipped the script a little bit, but that put him in a position of being like, guys from both sides not enjoying him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he set up. It was basically that scene from Goodfellas when they bring Joe Pesci in the room and to get made, and he thinks he's getting made, and they just pop him in the back of the head. Like that's basically
politics
what
for
they
you.
did with
That's
Rory.
politics.
Yeah.
That's basically what
politics,
happened.
man.
They were like,
That's why I
"Yeah,
stay
man,
out
yeah,
that
we're
shit.
gonna make you the
Exactly.
biggest star of PGA Tour. All these guys are gonna leave. You're gonna be the face, even though he was anyway. Like ever since Tiger kind of faded out, and like Rory has been the face really, and
Yeah.
they kind of told him, and then they brought him into the room and pop, and
Yeah,
now he's just like
that's exactly
weird.
what happened.
And speaking of which, shout
Well,
out.
Can
no,
I say
go
one
ahead.
thing before that, just on the
Please.
Rory topic, real
Yeah.
quick? Just imagine, I don't see it happening, but just imagine if he did decide to go to Live. Like, he would literally blow up the entire thing because the PGA at that point would be like, well, shit. Like,
What do we got left?
we had nothing. Like,
Wasn't
we got
he-
it. You know what I mean? Like if he wanted to flip the script on the guys that basically threw him to the wolves, he could
Correct me if
literally
I'm
be
but correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he like a big like Dubai like golfer? Like I feel like he was
well, he
always like
plays
playing
the
tournaments.
DP,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
and
Like I feel
he
like he was always
wins
playing
there,
in Dubai.
you
So
know.
what the fuck is
Yeah.
the like if you're gonna hate on Saudi Arabia or like them backing a league or whatever, like why and you're playing in there all the time anyway, like are you really that like vigilant?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
He
don't
didn't pass the personality check to go to live. That's what I heard.
he didn't I think that's called the Pat Perez check.
The pepper check, yeah. I
Right.
see
Basically
these
just have
guys
to
having
be
a good
chill.
time over there. They're like, we don't need that over here.
Yeah.
We're listening to music. We're having fun. They're like, yeah, we don't want that over here.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh,
I was just gonna say, speaking of a
sure.
good time, my buddies over at Montauk Brewing Company. Look at this guy, man. Look at this giant. Look at this guy.
That just
Look at
looks like
this.
a wrapped Foster's.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
What is
It's
monster.
it's a cold day IPA from Montauk Brewing Company. It's
What?
it is. This is a 22-ounce can.
That thing is
So
massive.
this
Snap
is
that.
what your girls should be afraid of out there. And then I got the matching with the brewing company little thing on. Oh, just
What are we doing? Over under
Wow,
15
look at
seconds for
this.
the chug or what?
No, I'm just
Oh
gonna
man,
sip this.
I'm going well over. I'm
Brennan
doing the
saw me in
over. Let's
college.
see the shit.
Brennan saw me in college. He understands that there's no chugging. There's just sipping.
There's just sipping.
Dude,
He's like, I'll
this
get there,
kid,
man. Slow and steady.
I tell you what, man, this kid will slow sip and nurse an Irish car bomb. Like it,
Oh yeah, I'll let that
it
curdle in
fucking
my mouth.
curdles
Oh
within
my
seconds,
God.
and he just like will nurse
I'm just
it.
used to spoiled milk, you know.
All right, that was like one time, dude.
It's warm. It's
It was
sitting
like
there
8 years ago, asshole. People don't forget.
People don't forget. That's disgusting.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As a matter
But
of fact,
shout out to the boys.
If
It's great
we're
beer.
doing shout outs, then
Yeah,
shout
I
out
did
to
see the
them for
shout out
sure.
on Instagram when you got that bad boy.
Yo, I just picked this shit up. All right. All in golf. I
little ping?
appreciate it. We got the ping, right? Phoenix, Arizona, right? WM. It's a little late for
Fresh.
the tourney, but here we go, man.
Here
Shout
we
out
go.
to them.
Better late
Nice.
than never. Better late
Hey,
than never.
always good to get the
Yo.
apparel. I've been telling Ant I've been getting him Good Lies merch for like a year
Dude,
now, and he hasn't gotten
yeah.
anything. So
Hell yeah.
shout out to
It
you.
takes a lot.
dude.
It takes a lot more time when you're building my type of because the fabric it probably takes twice as much as most people. So they're
Yeah,
still
I'm
building
doing
it.
like
They're still...
rare zebra skin for Anthony's fabrics. So like I have to go to Madagascar. I gotta
Right.
kill the zebra.
Oh
I gotta
shit. We don't
skin
do
it.
that. We don't do that.
Oh,
Don't shut us down already.
up.
We don't do that in 2024.
Yeah, just
anymore?
alpaca and Sherpa.
Oh, just alpaca. Okay.
Dude,
got it.
you gotta watch what you say nowadays, man. Take it easy, all right?
Oh
Let's
man,
think
that's
a
like
little
me,
bit
man.
before the
What I said
words
that
come out of our
Finau.
mouth.
I gotta take it easy. I thought I was man, I had everybody coming behind me. I thought I was like the war, I felt like the president, and then I just sat there and
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might be quiet this week, man. I might have to listen to what you guys got going on and have to tell you guys try to make a few bucks.
Yeah, I mean, some of these things are crapshoots. I mean,
I know.
I'll throw
I'm
myself
going
out
off
there.
this week. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Hey,
I'm going off.
I like the guys I got this week, but I will say, I mean, last week, one of the guys that I was very sure was going to play well and finish high, Taylor Pendrith, didn't. He missed the cut. And then my sleeper is the guy that ends up winning the whole damn thing. So, I mean,
It's crazy.
We're throwing out guys that we like that could play well, but shit happens. Golf's hard, man.
I like sleepers. That's like today. This is my sleepers. Like they're not even gonna be true sleepers, really. But I'm picking guys that aren't scheduled to win, and I want to.
You have to
like
keep
that.
scrolling through 130 people to find the people you're
No,
better.
you're gonna have to scroll through like at least 15, maybe
Yeah.
20 motherfuckers to get to the guys I'm picking.
You got to keep
Yeah.
on.
Well, some guys, there's guys that are
Yeah.
sleepers that have been slept on for this year, and that's been happening a lot. And I think people understand that too. Like I think the Vegas world has caught on to the same thought we have that the young guys and Corn Ferry guys and all these new guys, they have chances to win too. So it's not all big names and whatever anymore. So people are getting wise to that, and you're seeing the lines change. Things are thinning out a little.
Sure.
There's
50
less
to 1 to be
discrepancy.
hitting. Woo.
Well, there's less discrepancy between like money. I feel like when you're looking at all the plus payouts here,
Well,
it's not as
they're broadening. Like, I mean, it's a couple weeks in a row now that they've broadened the margin between the top guy and the
Oh, of
bottom guy. I
course.
mean, they're throwing a shit ton more like guys in the 5,000s,
Yeah.
especially on like DraftKings, which you don't really see. But you mentioned new guys. I mean, we can get to the tournament here in a little bit. Anthony Kim's back, boys.
saw that swing. Woo!
Dude, that
It looked
swing
like a
looks
dart.
Jeez.
pure. Shout out to Zach Grossman. That is a swing of
Boy's not
purity as
playing
well.
games.
But Anthony
Oh,
Kim,
yeah.
dude, that swing's looking good. I mean, obviously, he hasn't played tournament golf in 12 years. He hasn't been on the PGA in 12 years. I mean, that's a long time.
I don't think you need to though.
I'm
Like it's
interested
just
to see
playing
how he
golf.
plays.
You just as long as you can tune out the bullshit and tune out that part of it, that's going to be his hardest thing because he's going to have so much camera time on him and so much pressure on him that way, like media wise, because he's going to be the big story when he comes back. So I think that like that's the like only side effect for him that's
He's
negative.
building him up. He's speaking him into existence now. It's like 1 week.
Well,
now
no,
the
it's
next week,
good. It's good. He's going to fulfill the
got
legacy
he
or
knows
whatever, but
something we don't know. I know he's like, okay, AK. I'm like, now you're gonna start hearing his name now. I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on.
I
I
just think
mean, it's a big storyline for Liv. I mean, that they're probably very thankful that this guy's willing to come out. I mean, obviously they're probably throwing so much money at him. I haven't seen the official number. I'm not sure if you boys have, but
no, but I'm sure
I
it's
mean,
massive.
the thing is though, is like even if he doesn't play well initially, he might just need a build up for a few tournaments or whatever, maybe even a season. But if this dude comes out and wins a couple tournaments here or there and plays really well, like imagine what that's going to allow for them, like the documentaries and shit that come out about like what the fuck's he been doing the last 12 years? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this was like one those bright stars, the next Tiger expected.
There's nothing like a great comeback story though.
It's like Iverson leaving for Japan.
That's why everybody wants to see Tiger come back. It's like, to come back and still perform that well at that age, and then it's like the thing is like nobody knows what you've been doing. It's like that's the real sleeper there.
You gotta think about it. It's lot of these athletes,
man.
Crazy
story.
A lot of these athletes could have had crazy story. Like Colin Kaepernick's another one where you think about it. If all that shit didn't get like all crazy out of control, like politically with all this culture war shit, he would have been. Dude, he was a great fucking quarterback. Like he was a. Athletic.
Don't get involved in politics if you're an athlete. Like leave that to your lawyer and the rest of them. If you're,
but that's what I mean. It's like there's some athletes that could have really like been. I mean, and then there's guys of injury,
potentially
injury guys.
And you got the Antonio Brown kind of guys who just CTE. It's like,
well, yeah. I mean, that's a whole different story.
Whole other story. Yeah.
But the one thing I'll say about Kaepernick, I hear what you're saying. And he was a good quarterback. He, was very mobile. He had a strong arm. Yes, there were politics and shit like that. There's a whole bunch of shit behind that. At the same time, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know that he's got what he needs to be a starter right now. I really don't.
Right now, currently,
I don't know. Yeah, and the last few seasons. I mean, you got to think. Not every single team, not every single scheme requires that type of quarterback. So it's not like he's going against 32 guys.
I don't know. If Joe Flacco can play games, Colin Kaepernick can play games in my eyes.
If Cam Newton's still fighting dudes 7-on-1, did you see the Cam Newton battle?
I'm not shitting on Joe Flacco. I'm just saying the guy's old and he's, all he can kind of do is float around the pocket and toss the ball. Like, I feel like Colin Kaepernick can do that. I don't know.
I don't know. Agree to disagree.
Agree.
Hey, he's not playing for a team, so clearly the scouts agree with how you're feeling. So
I think Shannon Sharp can still play tight end.
All political.
I think Shannon Sharp can play tight end too.
The dude's bro, he's a big dude.
No, he is a big dude, but like, I mean, the way
and you look at anyone his age, name somebody like that dude still kind of got it, bro. He's like The Rock, he's like one of those guys.
He's too busy making wild ass Instagram content.
Right, he is
on it.
That podcast is heating up.
Yeah. Well, you got to think. Shout out to Malbon's podcast with J.R. Smith. They're doing,
JR's dope too. His story's dope too.
They're doing like fun shit. That's a great, like them and Ben Baller and those guys. They're
back to school, trying to do
a lot of fun shit
the right way.
I want to go back to school.
That would be dope, man.
Did anybody
to golf. I want to be
It
on
would
the
be
golf
different if
team.
you were like already an NBA champion and then you're going back to school.
Well,
Why,
funny you say
why
that.
can't I be? Why
No,
can't I be?
nobody said you can't. You could definitely get
Yo,
on for the Raptors or somebody. I mean, you get
MTV
Toronto.
made me, please.
Dude,
Come
Brendan
on,
is
let's go.
basically a professional NBA player. He played for a collegiate rec playhouse team called
true.
Shake and Bake.
It's
So
true. We did.
and they smoked weed before every game. So basically,
If you're not second,
you know,
That's news to me.
eyes
news to
just
me.
glazed up. That's news to me, man.
Hey, I also played for a team in high school. We won the championship. G Unit, shout out to them, those boys. There we go.
They remember. They know who they are.
Oh, they do. Yep.
You got to just keep giving out those sleepers, man. Everyone's gonna listen to you. Everything's
man.
true. You calling out those wild picks, man. Wow.
Yeah, that was a great sleeper pick.
I wish I would have locked in on that thing too.
I'm trying to
man.
give them to you.
I know. He's like, I can lead you to water. You know, I, can't
I had a
make you
couple
drink.
nice top tens and I had a
Yeah, you
couple
did.
ones
You
flying in
did.
there, but nothing, no leader call. And this week I think that's going to change. But this is a weird tournament this week. This is a little different. And before we break into the Cognizant Classic, I will say that I got out there and golfed. Got out there and
man.
golfed.
I tried to.
Golfed a little 9 at Sag Harbor Golf Club because it was a 47, 49 degree day. And we were like, woo, where'd this come from?
Let's go, summer.
Yep.
I couldn't even get there. I tried to get out there at the range at Poxy, and it was just like we're on vacation stickers everywhere. Even like the ball dispenser, it was taped up. I was like, oh man,
that's why I went out to Sag. It's the one reliable place you can golf on the east end of Long Island in the Hamptons. It's the one place that's always open, rain, shine, snow, sleet. It's there. You pay $25 for your 18. You're on. If you want to play 18, you play 18. But we just played 9.
And rest in peace to Russ, man. I couldn't believe I heard the news over there with him as well.
Yeah, rest in peace
So
to him.
a little bit of respect to old Russ over
Mad
at Sag Harbor,
respect.
man.
Little
one of the OGs, yeah.
All right. Absolutely.
Yep.
He was
Sag Harbor Golf Club's ran by a bunch of old legends, and it's a state-owned course, but they, have like it's on like a walking park that goes to the water called Barcelona, and it's really beautiful.
Barcelona.
Well, they have a thing. It's called
Barcelona.
Whatever float. What do they call it, Anthony? What's it called again? Where they take the floats out and they do a whole big thing out there every year. I forget
the name. Yeah.
I think it's actually called Barcelona. I'm an idiot.
Barcelona, I would think so. Yeah,
Barcelona. And so I went out there and played and did not have the best day, but I didn't max out anything, which felt good. Like that felt great to not snowman the first hole and to like shoot double or to shoot whatever, a bogey. It felt good.
You don't want to do that early too, because then your level of confidence the rest of the day is like, oh, now I got to play catch up for the rest of the day.
Came close to a couple pars. Had a lot of really nice shots, man. So I'm a little happy with the way I played. I was really happy with my drives. Man, when I say getting crispier, they're getting crispier. I'm figuring this driver out. I'm figuring the driver out. I'm figuring it out. Somebody call Callaway.
Somebody get him on the phone.
Get him on the phone. Tell him they need to sponsor your boy because that Rogue is on fire.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's good to hear. I mean, it's the first round of the season, right?
Second officially.
Second. Oh, okay. I mean, either way, man, we're building right now. These are building blocks.
It felt
shaking the rust off.
There was no rust, man. He had WD over season. There was no rust on Sherm, he said.
Yeah.
WD 40'd up.
Hey.
Machine right there.
I'm like that lawnmower that you just leave outside all winter, no cover, no shed. Up. You put the gas right in it right in the springtime.
Yo, so this is what we got to do right now. We got to throw out our first scores of the season. We got to say them.
Well, I didn't play 18.
Huh?
I didn't play 18.
Add them together.
Like I didn't even get
the chance to get out there.
There you go, dude.
110.
There you go. Yo, I got out too, man. I shot a 94. So it's out there what we shot to start the season. Yo, now we just go down, dude.
That's it.
Yep. Down from here.
Yeah, he's down
from Charlotte, exactly. Going down.
We're going down.
I don't even know if that's good Charlotte. It's probably not.
It's not, dude. I don't know who it is. I know who it is, but I can't think of who it is.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
It's not good.
You don't know him. You don't know that guy.
You don't get it.
Who am I?
You get it.
Well, speaking of which,
I got out there though.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh,
Oh,
where'd you go?
outside.
I
No,
said
no,
that.
no.
Oh, where'd you
screen.
actually go?
I played my real round, Stone Lake, with the boys, man.
What was
We
the
got
weather?
Nice. You saw
there
some
fair.
buffalo.
I did with some bison, or well, a bison was out there.
What was the weather?
Oh, it was nice, dude. We got out. It was probably about 58,
It's
something like
53
that.
today, 54, which was nice.
58
That's
in
why I was
Ohio. What the
Nice.
fuck?
crazy.
Dude, it felt great. But we got out there. It kind of it sucked to start because we got out there and we show up. We had a 12:50 tee time, and we find out that they're delayed an hour once we get there. So we're like, fuck. So we sat in a clubhouse, had a little bit of food, got hydrated. The landscape out there is fucking beautiful. You got
Taking it all
the
in. Taking it
palms,
all
the
in.
island green
sure.
right there, watching them approach, getting the vibes high, you know what I mean? Got out there. Next thing you know, I forget how to hit a driver, guys. I thought I just figured this out. I'm topping everything. But hey, we figured it out. We hit some good shots. Back nine, hit the ball much better. But yeah, dude, I like where my game's at, honestly, to start the season. Not great with the score, but I hit a lot of good shots. I'm feeling good about it.
Any
Shaking
good
off
chip ins?
rust.
Any long putts? You didn't get no wedges like
I
Sherman out there?
I didn't
30 footers?
no, I hit one off the trim, and then I had another long putt for bird, which was pretty sick. So yeah, I was making some putts, but I was also missing a shit ton. I had 3 putts, which are pretty rare for me, but it's the winter greens, super
It's
bumpy, and I
dry,
just
right?
couldn't
Yeah.
get anything to get on my lines. But it is what it is, dude. It was hilarious. Germ, Soch, man, Yoshi. You know him, dude.
Yeah.
He mashes his drives. He rips them. He's super consistent at it. I'd say for the most part, it was fucking hilarious. First time he's gotten out there. We get out there, like I said, it's a frost delay of about an hour. So when we get up to the first tee, and we start on the back nine, by the way, we get on the first tee, and dude, all the carts are just backed up, waiting.
Yeah, yeah. Look
Dude,
like NASCAR.
you got all these dudes watching you, and it's the first time any of us are playing a round outside, all for the season. So basically, first time some of us have even hit a ball or swung a club. So she gets up there and he takes a rip, boom, just hits it dead into the ground.
Oh yeah.
Puts breakfast ball, boom,
Breakfast.
dead into the ground.
You can't go more than
Puts
2 breakfast balls.
Dude, he put another one dead into
Oh
it.
no.
4 times, dude. I
Oh
don't mean
boy.
I'm not like shitting on him. It was
Oh man.
brutal. Like I
Wait, you went
totally
for the
got it.
4th breakfast ball with
Well,
a
yeah, because
line
he
of
doesn't
people?
practice swing or anything. He just steps up and hit
Gets
it.
up
But
and gets
yeah,
into it. Yeah, yeah.
so he went 4 and put them all just like
Oh
dead
yeah.
into the ground.
Wait, the 4th
Dude,
went into the ground too?
it was like something I had never seen. Like Cody and I are sitting there, we're shooting the shit about it on the drive up to our balls,
I would
and
have pissed my pants.
we're just like, I've never seen anything like this before, man. Oh
Wow.
man, I felt
Donkey of
bad
the
for
week
him,
goes
but
to Sosha.
And I would have kept
Man.
going, and I would have been
dude.
like, "You guys can have those," and left all the balls.
Hey, and I will say I was not much better. I ended up getting the same. He and I were doing the same shit. The only thing
4
is I
in a
started figuring mine
row
out.
into the ground.
I did my first one, and
No,
then I hit a cut
if I'm
my
hitting my
second.
first one into the ground, maybe a breakfast ball, if that. And if the breakfast ball goes into the ground, I'm dropping
Oh man,
100 yards up. So
My
that's
my
what's
dude.
my only
happening.
argument is if I do that with the first 2 clubs, I'm going back and grab my 3-wood. I'm not going to do it 3 times with the same club. I'm going to at least go and swap.
Well,
Maybe
like I
something's not
said,
something's not working with this
it
driver.
was just like
You know what you know.
uncommon for him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It was just an
Wow.
uncommon thing for him. So every time he put one down, he was probably thinking like, "Oh, I'm just gonna fucking crush this." You know what I mean? Like,
I always feel like,
What a
man, the
round.
first time you haven't played in a while, and then you get around a bunch of like people who are decent, and you're like, damn, like
yeah.
you get up there and
Oh,
it's
he's
like
a good
it's hitter.
player,
It's like
man.
you have a great hit, and it's like, man, now you're hyped up. You have a shitty shot. Yeah, it's been a while, man. My back's a little.
Well, they were just saying somebody made a
Dude.
video. It was like I think it was Nicky Kaz. Shout out to him. He was like, "Oh, the golfer that always makes excuses." So it was just like the guy. It's like the guy that always, "Oh man, I should have hit a something else there. Oh man, I should have this." It's like, oh no, you don't just suck. That's just not what it is. You don't just
Oh
suck.
man.
And that's so true. Like for me, I
Yeah.
just sit out there, I'll excuse all day, and I just
That
suck.
is so true. That is so true.
So
Because, dude, when I took you to Stone, like,
that
and
blade of grass, dude, shouldn't be
dude,
facing that direction because I swear, if that blade of grass looked at me the other way, I would have made par.
That
dude,
was the whole
and
reason.
I'm telling you. So I brought Sherm way back a few years back when he was in town. I brought him to this course, and it was off season. It was like January, February. It was like, it was cold out, but it hadn't rained for a little bit, and we were gonna get a window, and then it did end up raining. I think like the night before or something like that. And we get there, and I mean, in my opinion, it's drained fairly well, considering it rained just before. It's the off season. Like, you gotta expect it's not gonna be like perfect.
Yeah.
And he's upset that it's cart path only. And
Oh
he's like,
god.
why when the weather's bad or it's soggy, like, is it gonna be cart path only? That's when you should be able to use your cars. I'm like, bro, it's gonna fuck up the fucking
Fucking
course.
course.
Like,
Yeah.
bro,
What?
playing.
Oh my god.
Who said that? Some idiot.
Yo, he wanted to golf the whole time leading up to this trip. He kept telling me, like, yo, we're gonna golf. He shows up. He doesn't have golf, like, anything.
Nothing. He's like, we're gonna figure this out.
He's
We're
got
winging it.
clubs. Like, he didn't bring golf shoe. Like,
He's got an
he
Odell Beckham glove. It's not even a golf glove. It's just like a
Hey
football
man,
glove.
sometimes you do what you do. You gotta do what you do.
And
You
yo,
know?
You gotta do what
this
you
is
do.
like a top 10, like a top public
Oh.
course in Ohio. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I was just having a bad day, throwing out excuses. That's what happens.
course.
You
no,
know.
I'm just giving you shit,
Brendan gets a
bro.
different kind of angry. We won't talk about
Oh
his
yeah,
kind
I
of
do.
angry.
I've gotten much better though. I would hope, because I've
Snapping clubs,
understood.
breaking clubs.
No, it's like
no.
a silent serial killer energy. And
Yeah,
it's
School
not good.
shooter.
100%. No,
Not. It's
dude,
like
bro.
yeah, exactly. It's like
No,
it's
bro.
like one of those. Yeah, you can't. You gotta watch out for Brendan.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I've
man.
gotten much better because, the thing is like, growing up, I always felt like sports for the most part kind of came natural to me, and golf, it feels pretty natural, but like I've never been able to be consistent, and a lot of that is just not playing enough. But like, it becomes frustrating because it's like, why the fuck can't I just hit the small damn ball? And then you realize,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You
it's
just
hard for
suck.
everybody in their own
Yeah.
way. You realize
You were never gonna
suck.
get on tour. You're like,
You
that's
suck.
the worst feeling. You're like, I actually
Well,
thought I had this,
jackass.
and
You know
that's
who?
tough.
You know who
Yeah.
doesn't suck? The 144 golfers that are playing this week in the Cognizant.
That's a
So,
serious
Hey.
serious group of people.
I hope they're gonna wear shoes. Unlike my other buddy that played with us, he had just gotten brand new shoes. Gets blisters on the back, dude. I looked down at like the 13th hole.
Ooh.
He was walking across the fairway without any shoes on. It's just barefoot, dude. I started dying.
Dying. Oh boy, that's kind of
That's
Oh,
some crunchy
hilarious.
shit
I mean, you
right
feel
there.
bad because that sucks, but mad
He's
funny.
one step away from working at a fucking skateboard shop, dude. He's ready.
But
Well-
who's your big pick if you guys
Well-
have one for the
Well, so we got the
tournament?
Cognizant. It's at PGA National, right? It's in Florida. It's in the Palm Beaches in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and it's
Rory's back.
the PGA National Resort. And
Formerly
Rory's
the
back.
Honda.
Yeah, yeah. Formerly the Honda, 70 par 71, which it didn't always used to be that way. It used to be par 70, and then they added one this year because they changed some shit around. They converted the 10th hole from a 508-yard par 4 to a 530-yard par 5. So they expanded and they upped it up a little bit, and it's 7,147 yards. So there you go. Bermuda grass.
Added like an acreage total of fairway, I think, too.
Yeah.
Cut down
Yep.
some of the rough, which is, I mean, in the past, this has been one of the tougher courses on tour. That's not considered like, signature, or not signature, but like a major, tournament.
Yeah, I don't see nobody. Final score. I'm curious as what people think you're gonna place at for the whole tournament. What's the leader gonna finish with? You think on Sunday?
Well, the
You got a
record was
number out there?
2003, and it was a 264. So,
And what's that,
uh,
Sharon?
That was Justin Leonard, which
I know who you had last year. What was
who the
it?
fuck is that? Yeah.
It was Cole, and who last year? Kirk and Cole. That's what it was. Yeah.
Eric Cole
Eric
had a
Cole.
great
Kirk.
showing. There's a lot of guys that I'm looking out for. So Eric Cole,
That
Sung
was like
JM,
his
that's gonna
coming
be
out
that's
party
my
last
sleeper.
year.
I'm looking out for Eric Cole this week. He's going to be a big one.
I
Chris
think he'll
Kirk,
be popular.
Chris Kirk's going to be a big one.
Denny McCarthy.
McCarthy will be good because of the putting. You're going to have to do well putting here, and I think he's going to do well.
I think he's finished here well before too in the past, maybe twice. Yet to
Yeah,
top tens.
That's
guys
true.
like
Well, he's a good putter. He can get
Yeah.
hot. You know what I mean?
and our classics like
be a
Min
Ben
Woo
on.
Lee, Doug Gim. Those guys have been playing well. Min Woo Lee and Doug Gim I like a lot.
You're loving Gim.
I do. Gim's
He's
been playing really well.
He's playing well.
Yep.
Yeah.
He is playing well. Another guy, you know, Ben on, man. He's been so damn consistent.
That's the one.
The
That's
legend
name.
speaking. Everybody got to be quiet. What'd you say? Who was that again?
Ben on.
All right. Let's see.
Ben on. No, I'm with Brendan full on here. I'm full on with Ben on. I have a hard
Akshay's
on
back. Akshay's
Ben
back
on.
this week too. He took a week off.
Yeah,
We all
that's
knew
true.
that.
That's true.
Brendan,
He is
here's
playing
the
this
olive
week.
branch.
He is
Yeah.
playing.
He is playing this. And your boy, what is it, Rio or Hisatwane, however you guys pronounce it, he's out there in the field as well.
Is
That's
that
him.
Sunni?
Yeah, let's see if he can pull through with something too. It's gonna be a
He could. It could
He
be.
could.
I mean, dude, it's a tough course, man. There's a shit ton of water. It's like 16 holes. There's like
It's all
potential
water.
to hit water.
You got to be a lifeguard
That's
here.
unreal, man. But Thorbjorn Olesen, man.
Oh yeah, another one, yeah, man.
That
And I say
that could be a
Hojgaard
sleeper
as
right
well.
there.
Another one of mine, but I mean,
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah, but
those-
that's Rasmus.
yeah,
That's the twin brother.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he could be a guy, but yeah, man. Thorbjorn did. I think he could be a sleeper, man. He's been playing really well. I think he's underrated, especially in DraftKings right now. I think you can get him relatively cheap for how well he's playing.
Yeah, they haven't even really been promoting the lines that heavy, so I'm literally gonna take the next day or two, double check over everything, and then we're gonna have to see what's up, get some three balls going. Hopefully, we'll put a parlay together.
I think
There
we're
you
going to
go.
lock in. I think I'm going to lock in a CT Pan and a Ben on Eric Cole top 20. I think you can lock that
That's
in.
pretty solid.
Sounds
Pretty
good too. Yeah.
significant. You can.
What do you
lock
think
that.
about? What do you think about the big guy, the Irishman?
I
Big
think
Larry?
he's got plenty of
Yeah.
potential.
Yeah, he's also
been-
finished there in the
he hasn't been
top
playing-
20 a few
playing
times
much
here.
lately.
Yeah, and he's had game there, so I think
He's had
I
a game
think
there too. Yeah, that's not a
Yeah, I
bad.
like that guy.
not a bad call.
That's not a.
We
bad
still haven't
call.
talked about the guy that I'm going to call on winning besides Ben on, who's my like secondary, but my winner this week,
Troy Merritt. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
the one and only our guy, BDR, Big Dick Ricky Fowler.
Oh wow, I don't know
going
about
Ricky.
that. He might
I'm
be
going
on.
Ricky.
I'm going Sun JM, man, and I have a good feeling
Wow.
where that's
He
gonna
hasn't
be
been
me.
playing well as of late, like very late, but I will say he returns to the PGA National. It's one of his 6 wins, and he's basically dominated. He's finished runner-up in 2019. It's his
Yep.
14th time playing the event, and he's only missed the cut once in 12 appearances. So I don't know. I love
Hey.
Ricky on this course, and I think this is the one that revives him back into
Wow.
the PGA. And I'm going to call it. Ricky Fowler wins it this week. I think he's
Wow,
That's
Okay.
wild.
that's a stretch. Yeah,
That's wild.
he's been
dude.
streaky to me. He's been like going through his like Will Zalatoris era when he's like injured.
I think he's
That's
been
how
waiting. He's
Ricky's
been
been
waiting for this
playing.
course. He's been
Yeah.
waiting for this week.
That's crazy. I felt like Sherm because Ant in the past, this has been a guy that Sherm loves, and I'm not calling him. I think he'll play well this week though. But I was waiting for. I felt like this was a Henley Sherman week.
Oh wow,
He's
Russell
going to do
Henley.
well, too. Russell Henley will play well.
yeah.
No.
To me, I think it's going to be a lot of opportunity out there too. Like you said,
Yeah.
some of those guys way at the bottom be super juicy, and you never know. You never know.
Well,
Like,
and the reason
Yeah.
why people are like, oh, you guys shout out a bunch of names. Yeah, we shout out a bunch of names because we play 3-ball. So like 3-ball to us, for us, 3-ball is the best odds. For me and Anthony, when we throw in 3 balls,
yeah.
we can pick a 8 parlay line of 3-ballers. And if
Yeah.
that hits, a $2 can
It's
win
great,
you like
yeah.
10 grand.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like whatever
Those
you
are the
say about
scratch offs.
whatever.
That's what you have.
Yeah, that's scratch offs. Like
I
that's
mean,
what that
most
is.
people have money to bet you this year. That's where you have the fun. That's where you get to mess around a couple bucks here to try to hit the big one. That's your little meal ticket, your lottery ticket. But I
Yeah.
mean, if I'm dumping $100 on it, it's like I'm not dumping it on a eight ball. I'll break it down 2 to 3 people where I feel safe, and it's pretty easy to pick out 2 to 3 people out of the whole field. You could do that, but it's
Yeah.
not going to be as much money. But if you want to be safe, you could easily do that.
Right. Picking the winner is fun for $10 or whatever it is. If you want
Yeah.
to put $10 on some guy that's like got crazy odds, that's not like a top 5 guy. But I'd rather do 3-ball and do crazy parlays.
Yeah.
Because
And
it's
you can
more
do it the
fun
whole
to me.
tournament every day.
Yeah, every day they reset it. So it's like, okay, you still get another shot. Guys, please gamble responsibly and make sure you check your bank account and set limits.
Set limits.
We are not sponsored by DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other item, but we will absolutely be. So please contact us
sooner than later.
Sooner than later. If you give us comps at Caesars or whatever, we'll absolutely say that we're sponsored. So just contact us, call us.
We'll change shirts, logos.
Anthony needs a new house, so
I need it. I'm in need. Finau, if you're out there, I mean, you're part to blame for that, brother. throw a bone,
Bro.
At least a
Help
new
me
club,
out.
man.
I think he enjoyed himself a little too much. Him and the fam, they went out, they got drunk at like some restaurant.
Man, they hit that buffet.
They went to
hard.
Benihana's and they just went too hard.
It happens. It happens.
Old tuna.
Dude,
he had too much tuna.
Going back to what you're saying, like we won't throw any more names out. Matthew Pavon, like I'm not gonna say he's gonna play well this week. I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not gonna do it. Jake Knapp, I don't know. Does he come back this week? Probably not to the standard of last, but he could play well. He could. It's possible. Yeah, we're not gonna say any more names. I won't say any more names.
There's one on the way out.
Who's that?
Who's the last one on the way out? I'm waiting for it.
The South African,
man. Who cares what Sherman says?
Who you got, dude? I'm not going to say any more names. I won't do it.
There's one that's jumping out to you.
Man, I mean, they got guys, dude. This is going to be our boy Akshay.
That's just funny.
Boy.
I mean,
hey, wait, can we shout out?
Playing underrated this year.
Can we shout out Ben On's BB Go sponsorship? That's fire.
I haven't seen that.
Fire. If we don't know what BB Go is, it's like a Korean Chipotle essentially, and it's like in malls across the country, like high-end shopping malls, and it's like you get this hot steam, like this hot bowl, and they like build the rice in the bowl, and the bowl cooks the rice, and you like eat it like as it's like it is fucking banging. It's like a wok. It's like a stone wok they give you. I don't even know a wok's improper term. It's whatever the Korean version of a wok is. But forgive my ignorance, but it's like a stone, like a big, giant, heavy thing. And it's like a Chipotle line. They give you this hot stone and they fill it with all the crap. You tell them what you want in it and then you pay for it, whatever. But that's his sponsorship, like main sponsorship.
That's pretty dope.
Legend.
Kind of got like a fajita concept,
Well, it's like being Happy Gilmore,
and then you just build it.
He's got the card that eats him for like he gets free for life. Like that shit's fire. I'd be eating there every day.
Talk about a hole in one.
Yeah. Just sitting there, just munching the BB Go. Ben on, dude, just munching BB Go.
So let's see what he does this week too. You guys both feeling him?
Yeah, dude. I'm really feeling him. I think he's built for this course. And if you look at his stats, I mean, dude, he's just such a well-rounded golfer.
Yeah.
I mean, he can putt, he can hit.
He's been playing great golf.
His iron game is good. Like, there's nothing bad about that guy's game. He's just on it. And you got to give it to him. And a guy, like I was saying, like CT Pan, he's playing really well here. He's always played well. And I think he matches up well with this course. So if it's this week, it's like, hey, if you're going to golf really well, or if you have course history, that's it. Those are your two matches.
Those are the guys going to be sitting up at the top of the leaderboard. Cheers to that
that.
Montauk, man. You look like you're enjoying that thing, man.
It is delicious. It's crisp. It's a cold day IPA, so it's pretty damn good. It's got a nice bite to it, and the ABV on this bad boy is not 9%. Of my concern. Because it doesn't say it, so that means it doesn't have any. It's non-alcoholic.
Wow.
That's not true.
Yeah,
but delicious nonetheless. Ant, give us your top 20 to seg us out. What do you got? Lock top 20 from Ant, even though his was not a lock last week.
If I had to do
we're
top
wiping
20,
him clean. We're breakfast balling. Ants. No, here. we're starting a new segment, Chef Ant's Picks, which is going to be, all season long. But top 20 is where we're going to start. We're going to give you a breakfast ball for last week. So now here's your fresh start, top 20 for the rest of the season.
Little
Who
mulligan.
you got?
Just to be clear, Finau did finish top 20. I was going for 10. I got greedy.
Oh, you got greedy. You did.
Oh yeah,
10.
I got
Okay.
greedy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, top 20 will be our for.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to go with Shane Lowry. Now that if I'm gonna go safe, top 20, like if I had to put my
Me
house.
and Brendan, same face. Love it.
Yeah, I like that.
we're like
that.
Okay,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Okay,
I'll
dude,
throw,
I love,
all right.
But I like
Big
Sun
Shane.
JM. I like him. I think he's gonna be up there, and I would choose him as my long shot to win. But top 20, I'll go Lowry. I'll give it to the old
lock top 20.
Yeah,
book it.
And if he makes it, I'm gonna be sitting here chugging Guinness next week.
You have to chug a Guinness if he goes top 20. You got to chug a Guinness.
Boy, out the shoe. You kidding me?
Hey, you said it.
You said it. Lock it in. All right, boys.
Cheers.
That's Petty's pick right there, man.
That's Petty's pick.
Let's make some money. Get out the doghouse.
Yo, did you guys watch the match at all?
Didn't watch the match.
Hey, dude,
I kind of did. Like, I watched the camaraderie, and I was kind of working on my computer, watching it in the background. But it was funny. It was cool.
Yeah.
Like, I think they should do more of that. Just mix it in. Just keep doing more of it. Keep making it normal.
It was like light at the start. You know what I mean? You could tell like they were in it, but like they were also like a little lax, I guess.
Yeah.
Things tighten up at the end, but dude, Rory, he put on a show. Like, shout out to Rose Zhang, Lexi Thompson, Max Homa, you're a fucking legend. He was hilarious.
Yeah.
But dude, Rory put on a show. Like he legit just showed he's a better golfer.
Hey, there's only one alpha
shooting gallery.
I mean, and it was hilarious, dude. I was dying watching. Max had me cracking up because Rory just kept having like everyone putt shit out, and like because he's like the serious dog out of all of them. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm that
like,
guy too, bro. And everybody, people get hate at me, and those are the ones you miss, man.
I gained so many strokes on gimmies, I can't even imagine.
Max was killing me because he hit one pass like 4 feet, and he's like, fuck. Like he's like that's good, and Roy's like, no, you gotta putt it. He's like, dude, you're gonna make me do this on national TV. People watching. My mom's watching me. My mom's gonna watch me 3-putt right here.
Oh my
and
god!
Bam, he does, dude.
Oh my. Yo, Scotty, when he does that too, boy, those guys get hot. Real tournament, man. And I always think, man, you can sell that ball. Wait, somebody should sell it. They throw those balls like deep.
Was it Sibu Kim or CT Pan that did like the 13 putt, 15 putts or whatever, and then he just like quit?
No.
Oh no, dude.
I forget who that was, but oh man, yeah, that's happened on the PGA Tour where some guy did like it was like
he got a 12 on a like a par 4 or something. I saw in his first round at that tournament there. I was like, no way. And everybody's like, yeah, he's just as real as the rest of us.
He still shot like 16 over for the whole round. I'm like, wow.
I hate the hype on like athletes' kids. I don't know, man. Like, don't give the kid that much pressure. Just let him be a guy. And then if he turns out to be really good, just let him be really
LeBron
good.
said that about Bronny this week, man. He tweeted out about it. He's like, can't the kid just like go to college?
Yeah, but fuck LeBron. You know he's only saying that because he realized he's not LeBron. Like,
you cannot hate on
LeBron realized that Bronny was as good as him back in the day, he would have fucking went full on Earl Woods on him. Get the fuck out of here. He would have went full Earl Woods, 100%.
Sounds like I hear a little jealousy in that voice. Sure, a little hate in your heart?
He's got so much hate in his heart for the decision, man.
Yeah, ever since he left Cleveland that first time.
I was gonna say there's something tied into that.
Came back for a petty ring. Damn.
He'd
petty ring.
Man, and Cleveland won today, and he's like, man.
No. I love LeBron, and everything's all good. Me and him are boys. You know, we're tight.
We're still cool.
We're still cool. we're real cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna segue us out of here. LeBron's gonna segue us out of here for another episode of Good Lies Golf. Anthony's.
That's for you.
Anthony's lock. Anthony, tell them again what the lock is.
We got Lowry top 20.
Lowry top 20.
Sunday M's gonna be my long shot.
Sun JM long shot win.
And you guys are over here, Ben on.
He's got Ben on. I got Ricky Fowler winning it, and then I got Ben on top 20 lock. Let's go.
Wow.
All right, boys.
Herman's wild.
Later.
Peace.